I don't know if it's like a Match.com crowd or eHarmony, but I'm more of the Tinder era. If you know what that is, the giggles tell me you do. So, I put in so much time and effort into those damn dating apps, and if you've ever used one, some people get lucky, some people, it's an experience. But it's taken me years to find a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. Hey, I have a boyfriend. Thanks, guys. But he's only like 75% of my personality. So, don't worry about it. But anyway, it's taken me a long time, and I feel like I actually earned it because I put so much time and effort into those fucking dating apps, and I had to get a reward at the end of it. So I'm going to tell you a couple of examples of the people that I was meeting before I met like someone like, oh, am I supposed to stand on this? Wow. Wow, so tall. Anyway, this is a true story I'm about to tell you, but I met this guy on a dating app. We met at a bar. You know, it's probably like 10 p.m. adult time. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take like a double Tito's. And I don't think I've ever had a bigger red flag than this, but this dude, he ordered milk. Some of you are looking confused, literally milk. Milk to drink at a bar. I'm not really sure if he wanted, I don't know what he wanted out of that. I didn't ask. I never saw him again. The other very traumatic experience I had was, I met a guy, it was like our second date. I thought he was fairly normal. You should never assume. You should never assume things about people. You know, we're at the bar, we're having a good conversation, and this motherfucker pulls out of his pocket, and this is, people are like, nuh-uh, literally, yeah, this is true. It's true. He pulls out of his pocket a literal travel-sized bottle of lube. It's like, and that's like, people are like, you should write a joke for stand-up. I'm like, that's a joke. It's funny. He did that. And I don't know if he wanted me to be like what reaction he was looking for, like shocked, or if he wanted me to be like, oh my God, we should go to the family restroom right now. I'm so glad you were thinking that. Oh my God. I guess after the fact though, I was a little worried. I was like, does my dating profile, like, did he think I was just so fucking dry? I mean, I'm not. I have a boyfriend. Anyway, it all paid off, and now I have a boyfriend. Yeah, thank you. We've been together for a while now. Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. It's getting up to about 80% of my personality tonight. But yeah, we've been living together actually, which is like, kind of cool. We all bring baggage to relationships. We know that. Anybody got baggage? I felt like I could do like a crowd shout out. Everybody got baggage. Nobody lie. We all pick our nose. We all have baggage. Two truths. Anyway, most people bring, you know, I have an ex, I have kids, whatever. Okay, I not only bring crippling anxiety, I also have something very extra special. Okay? I have a baby blanket. I'm 28 years old, and that bitch is my partner, okay? My baby blanket, this is not a joke. Well, it's a joke in stand-up, but this is real life, sorry, I just spit. Okay, I've had her for literally my entire life. I'm going to just try to describe her to you a little bit. She was pink some amount of years ago. Like, the girl, no, it's brown now. Dude, okay, she's like a stained, kind of blotchy, brownish, whatever, okay? My boyfriend thinks she smells like Fritos, wet Fritos, okay? And I said, she smells like life and tears. And get used to the fact that I have this baby blanket. It's not little, it's like a full blanket. And I'm like, I sleep in bed with her every night. Sometimes I take naps with her. I often do, every day. Okay. It took him a little bit to get used to it, but like I love that he's very patient and lets her sleep in bed with us, which is good for him, because if he didn't, he wouldn't sleep in bed with us. Right? It's true. Me and Frankie, and then, yeah, coming in, whatever. I will say though that there's one, like he's very patient. My boyfriend, I have one. Anyway, you guys are so nice. Thanks for validating me. There's one line that's like really hard for him to cross. He's very patient about most things, but man, he just like, he refuses to call her what I call her by her real name. Like he's like, Keely, I love you, like this is great, but I can't. And I'm like, and that's because her real name is Blanky. It's Blanky, right? Got Blanky. And so I guess I understand, but I do want to give a shout out to Blanky because I think that she's why my immune system is so strong, and I only got COVID twice. So thank you to Blanky for that one. So speaking of patient, I told you this is going to be about my boyfriend. I love that he's very patient. I have a big personality, clearly. I'm up here doing this. We are a good match, but I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the woman, you know, she's very well known for doing like she has a very distinct voice. She was the original MILF in, she was Stifler's mom. I don't know if you know who that is. If you've ever seen Legally Blonde, maybe the Bend and Snap. Some of those people. Anyway, if you're imagining it, keep going. If you're not there, you're going to get there. So anyway, I love to do that certain impression, and for some reason, I'll do it when people are least expecting, aka my boyfriend, there's nobody else there. We'll just be like cleaning around the kitchen, you know, housework on a Sunday, and I'll be like, oh my God, you gotta take out the trash, dumbass. And he's like, Keely, I will. And I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, it makes me want a hot dog real bad. He's like, Keely, we had a cookout yesterday. Anyway, I'm going to preface this next part of the story/joke by saying both my mom and my boyfriend are in the audience tonight. Thank you. Yeah, you're cheering. You're going to realize how uncomfortable that is in about a minute. But, yeah, sometimes, okay, Jennifer Coolidge, love her. If you didn't know who that impression was, that's who it is. Oh my God, you should know. Okay? Sometimes Jen, we're very connected. I call her Jen. She doesn't even know me, but we're connected. Sometimes she comes out of nowhere, least expected. She wasn't necessarily welcome. But she's like in my soul, and she's coming there. I'm going to tell you a true story. Thanks to my mom and my boyfriend, we're at the same table, I'm sorry. One time, we were doing the thing. That thing that consenting adults do. Only consenting. I want to make that clear. And Jennifer Coolidge decided to make an appearance. She wasn't invited, but she came. And I'm going to reenact that for you. This is true. It sounded a little bit like this. Oh. Oh my God. You could probably assume, but it was done at that point. Nobody came. And I was dry. So, yes. Thank you very much. My name is Keely Lover. Thank you very much, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
when I'm not here trying to make you guys laugh, I'm stealing from you working for the TSA, rummaging through your bags. This is a true story. A couple days ago at work, an elderly man went into the private family restroom and locked the door. And a couple hours later, after some complaints, my boss unlocked the door and he opened it, and the guy was dead, sitting on the toilet. And when I heard about this, all I could think to myself was, that lucky bastard who had the seat next to that man on the budget flight to Phoenix that just scored all that extra leg room that cost me $100 when I went to go see my parents. So as I was saying, I work for TSA, and our COVID sick leave policy was pretty awesome. So awesome, in fact, that sometimes I fantasize about getting COVID. Not like bad COVID, I'm gonna die, but most certainly here's a picture of my positive test COVID. I'm going golfing in Ada right now. I hate my job. I hate my job so much that I get excited about oral surgery appointments and paid sick leave on oral surgery appointment days. I think I fantasize more about oral surgery than I fantasize about oral sex. I think, that's when it's really time to find a new job. So every year, the TSA pays for a budget physical, so you can go in and get everything checked out. So I went in for my physical, and my dentist is checking my testicles, and he says, your testicles look phenomenal, son, but you're 5'9", you're 208 pounds. I need you in the 160s, son. And I said, Doc, I haven't been in the 160s since I was 14 years old. And he said, well, the number one killer of white men is heart disease. And I said, well, if I tell you I'm part Hispanic, does that spice it up a little bit? Because I can't think of a more boring way to die than heart disease. And he said, well, we got a couple options. You can exercise. And I said, well, that's not the question. And he's like, we got Ozempic. And he goes, you might poop your pants, but you'll probably be okay. This was during Halloween. And I said, well, can we postpone it till after Halloween, because I don't want to poop my pants while I'm trick-or-treating with my children. So we postponed it, and I'm in the clear for a little bit, but the goal is to get back in the 160s. I don't think that's going to happen. So I actually am part Hispanic. My mother floated over from Cuba in 1960 when things got a little weird. That side of the family can all speak Spanish. I can't speak a word of Spanish, but I do dabble in a little Enrique Iglesias. So I know a couple words here or there, and much to my surprise, knowing Spanish actually helps out a lot in Grand Rapids, certainly more so than I thought it would. One of the young ladies I work with, a beautiful Colombian girl, she's fluent, and so one day I was trying to be kind and flirty, and I said, hola Patricia, you look very pretty today. She looked at me dead in the face and said, Ben, you are not charming and you are not funny at all. And I said, whoa, hold the phone. You should see me naked. My wife laughs at me every time she sees me step out of the shower. So recently, I was talking with a buddy of mine who, once your bags roll through at the airport, there's a sizable amount of downtime. And I was talking to a buddy of mine who in the early 2000s spent significant time in Afghanistan. And we were talking about personal fears, and I was asking him if he ever got scared when he was over there. And he goes, well, they kind of prepare you for what you're going to be dealing with at Parris Island before you leave. And I said, well, I'm terrified of spiders and also confrontation with women. And he goes, well, they'll offer a weekend pass to Parris Island, so I'm heading out next to deal with my fear of confrontation with women down at Parris Island. Hopefully they can get me all straightened out. So I took up smoking to help with the weight loss. Trying to stave off diabetes. I'm really working on lowering the bone density, losing a little bit. My sugars are low, but sometimes I poop when I walk, so that is now one of the downsides. Since you guys are out here spending St. Patty's Day with me, I guess I'll be honest with you. I was one of those spoiled kids, and I actually had a full scholarship to Grand Valley. And I got to Grand Valley, and I found women, and I found alcohol, and then I found my way out of that scholarship real quick. And my strict parents then made me pay for college on my own. And I'm not dogging working at Walmart because it's honest work. I was working in the Walmart deli, and one of our roles was disposing of the rotisserie chicken fat, which is stored in these big buckets. And one night it was my turn to kind of push the cart outside the Walmart and dispose of it. And in if you're familiar with weightlifting, like a clean and jerk motion, I lifted the bucket up and my wrist slipped. 5 gallons of chicken fat spilled down the front of my clothes and into my shoes. And at that moment, broke, soaked in chicken fat. I didn't think life could get much worse. Something really weird happened. This young lady came up to me and she said, "Can I help you?" And I kind of looked at her and said, "Well, I work here. I'm supposed to be helping you." Fast forwarding 15 years, that young lady's been my wife for 12 years. And one day, I was asking her, I was like, "Babe, I was broke, no money, smelling like chicken fat. What was the appeal?" And she was like, "Well, haven't you noticed we often make love after chicken dinners? You smelled absolutely fantastic." So now I know to play my cards right. It's chicken dinners. I've got 3 beautiful three beautiful children now. We live out in Jenison, and shout out to public school teachers. My 8-year-old and my 6-year-old are fluent in Spanish, which really boggles my mind. And they're getting so good that one day my Venezuelan neighbor came up to me and he said, "Cabrón, keep your son away from my wife. He was getting fresh as hell." So now I gotta make sure I'm not causing any issues in the neighborhood. I also recently found myself in an odd situation I never found myself in. I was chaperoning a child dance. I'm 37, I don't feel 37, but I was chaperoning a dance, and my daughter was really excited about this. She's 9. My little boy, he pretended to be excited, but I could tell he was nervous, and so beforehand I was giving him a little pep talk. I said, "David, this is all going to be fun. We're going to have a good time." And I said, if you play your cards right and things go well, I'll give you the key and you can have the house, to yourself for the night. And he said, "To play Yu-Gi-Oh?" And I said, "Hell yeah, to play Yu-Gi-Oh, man. You do whatever you want to, man." Thank you very much for coming out, guys. It really means a lot.
My name is Mike Stricker. I walked into a State Farm the other day and asked them if I could borrow some sugar, and they said they didn't have any. So I said, "Like a good nigger my ass!" and I left. No, that's the whole joke. Oh, okay. I left, but not before they convinced me to sign up for both car and homeowners insurance. They got me for both, which is ridiculous because I ride a bike and live in my mom's attic. Those people are kind of nice. I've got lots of neat ideas, like things I'd like to see happen in the real world. Like, there should be a website called Ancestry.com. It'd be like Ancestry.com for people who live in the South. Yeah. Oh, some of you didn't like that one, huh? It's like, where are you from? Niles. What? I wonder how the conversation with the guy from the website goes. He's like, "Sarah, upon review, your family tree is a stump." I think it'd be really cool they revamped that TV show Cheaters. You guys ever watched Cheaters before? Yeah, Cheaters, right? We got a bunch of liars. Every quiet room, that's not it. My version of cheaters, it would just be non-stop footage of Amish people getting caught using electricity. That would be a great TV show. That is so good. It's like, no, you can't do that, Amish boy. You imagine like some kid's dad comes walking around all pissed off like, Jeremiah, is that a Boost Mobile prepaid phone boy? I get to do stand-up comedy all over the place. One of the cool places I did stand-up comedy at recently was Holland, Michigan. Yeah. Holland, Michigan, I think is a pretty cool town, but there was one thing about Holland that I was really bothered by. Holland, Michigan does not have an 80s themed breakfast restaurant called Holland Oats. Think about it for a minute. That would be the most badass breakfast place ever. Just imagine you walk into an 80s themed breakfast restaurant, right? And there's some security cameras hanging up on the wall, and there's a sign next to one of the security cameras, and it just says, warning. It just says, warning. I was waiting for them to be quiet, so you know. Warning. Private eyes, they're watching you. They see your every move. And then another sign next to that one that just says, private eyes, they're watching you. Private eyes. Holy shit, I hit that note. Wow. They would have some sort of breakfast menu item that incorporated sausage called the man-eater. And if you're a woman and you order this item right before the chef brings it out, he leans it real close to the plate and goes, watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. The servers would have to be real polite. They'd have to be real top-grade, just waiters and waitresses. They would not be allowed to say no to any customer requests. But instead they would have to say, I can't go for that. One of my favorite things about this restaurant is that they would play non-stop 80s music from one band, and one band only. You guessed it, Duran Duran. Wait. No, that's how I wrote the joke. Right. And if you haven't been keeping up with this joke, I've got very bad news for you. You're out of touch. Now I'm out of touch. Amy, I hope you're the one that does it. I hope you go to Holland, and I hope you open Holland Oats restaurant, and I hope it does really well. You know why? Because if that happens, you'll be a rich girl, rich girl! I hope you guys like that show, because if you do, you're making my dreams come true! I swear to God, that's the end of it right there. That's the end of the show. And that's your brand new one. Are you guys cool with it? You guys like it? We cool? Alright. Cool. 3 people clap, no one else is drunk. Cool. We're at the pass-out point of the night, so I'm assuming some of you are going to take the Irish shower tonight. You guys know what the Irish shower is? It's when you go to take a shower and you just keep drinking and pass out. That's the Irish shower. So that'll probably be a couple of you tonight. That's a good time right there. Lots of fun, man. Having fun out here. And who is still drinking? Like, make some noise just so I can assess who's drunk, who's drinking, still drinking. I don't drink a lot anymore. I mostly just stick to beer. A lot of comedians have jokes about how they used to drink a lot and they did something really stupid and dangerous and then they stopped. Here's why I stick to beer. That's the setup. That's cool. That's why we're here to laugh. That's cool. One night, 7 years ago, I drank so much Goldschlager in one night. Yeah. Goldschlager, that clear liquor with the little gold flakes in there? Yeah. Well, one night I drank so much Goldschlager that the next day I took my shit to a pawn shop and sold it for $27. The bottle was only $22.99. I made a little bit of money off that. I was an entrepreneur, so. I'm going to tell one controversial joke. We're just going to do one, we're going to get out of the way. Look, there's a lot of comedians out there who are not white comedians, and they say a lot of stereotypical people, a lot of it's pretty mean. And I heard this one thing recently, I go, no, they've gone too far, I've got to put my foot down. You guys hear that they're saying that white people don't like flavor in our food? Have you heard this? Yeah, like the 2 or 3 black guys in the room are like, yep, and the one Mexican comic reporter's like, yeah, none of the white people know what's going on right now, but yeah. I'm glad the 4 of you are here. This could be a rally otherwise, you know? It's just a weird meetup on St. Patrick's Day. They say white people don't like flavor in our food, that we like bland, boring food. We don't put seasoning on anything. We don't like herbs and we don't like spices. And I go, whoa! Yeah, we do, bitch. It's called ranch, okay? That's what we like. I've been to Wisconsin. Nothing goes better with cheese curds. People think they're cool because they get their herbs and spices from the Whole Foods market. I get my shit from the Hidden Valley, okay? That's way cool. It's like mysterious. It's hidden in a valley somewhere. Maybe Grand Valley. Who knows? Alright, there's a second part to this joke. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. You guys want to hear the clean or the dirty version of this joke? Dirty. Everybody always says dirty, and I've done this at 6 church shows in the last year, and they've always said dirty. I don't know. Perverts. Alright, we're going to do the dirty version of the joke. I just want to let you know up front that if you don't like this, you picked it, so it's your own damn fault. Okay, so here we go. Another example of how white people do like flavor in our food. Dr. Pepper. Boom. Yeah. Dr. Pepper was a white dude, and Dr. Pepper's claim to fame is that you get 23 unique flavors in every mouthful of Dr. Pepper. It's true, look at any can or bottle of Dr. Pepper, it's got the number 23 on there. 23 unique flavors in every mouthful. A white guy came up with that. Like, that's ambitious. Like, I'm sorry, the only way a person of any other color is going to figure out how to get 23 flavors in every mouthful is if their last name is Kardashian. Vanilla, 1 down, 22 to go. Yeah, you guys like that dirty shit. I knew it. Testing the waters with that. It's a lot of fun, man. The funniest part about this next joke is that I have a beautiful wife at home. Go ahead. I'm like, dude, you got a beautiful wife at home? You're like a 6.3. It's like, look, this might not look like much, but if you're a single guy in this room and you're looking to meet the woman of your dreams, I can assure you that nothing will make you feel sexier or more like a man than having great health benefits for you and your family. Holy shit. I'm a 6.3, but I've got great health, vision, and dental. I've got a credit score over 800. I'm like a 7.4 now. And it's Michigan. I'm like a 7.8 tonight. Yeah. Don't be too bothered, you guys. If this was Wisconsin, I'd be at 9.2. I'm in Illinois, 6.3. I don't wear camo, and I don't give a fuck about the Packers. I'd be at 9.2 in Wisconsin, baby. In Indiana, I'd be at 9.9 because I still have all my adult teeth, so that's great. Good times, man.